Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Ashley and I blog at theruralcompanion.com. Today I am working on the part 2 of a video I started last week for you, and I'll link that right up here and put it down in the show notes below. We are working on sprouting, soaking, and fermenting legumes, grains, and vegetables. So the last video I showed you how to sprout legumes or beans, and I walked you through a recipe of roasting garbanzo beans that had been sprouted for about 3 or 4 days. The black beans took it was about a week to finish sprouting, and I have them cooking in my crock pot right now. We are going to be using the sprouted cooked black beans in a Southwest quinoa salad. So I'm going to bring you along with me as I cook that. First up, I have a pot of water on the stove that is about to boil, and I'm going to add some quinoa. Okay, so to my pot of water, I'm going to add about 2 cups of dried quinoa. Now I know this series is about sprouting, soaking, and fermenting grains and legumes, but I'm not sprouting or soaking the dried quinoa before I cook it today, mainly because I didn't have time. Hopefully we'll get to that at some point and I can bring you along for it. So the quinoa will cook for about 15 to 20 minutes, and when that's done, I will see you back for the next part of our recipe. Okay, so our quinoa is just about finished cooking, and I'm just gonna let that cool for a moment while we get started on mixing together our salad. So we have a large mixing bowl, and here is my crock pot full of the cooked sprouted black beans. Now for cooking the beans, I put them in the crock pot this morning because I was going to use them this afternoon. I put them on low with about 3 cups of water and 1 cup of chicken stock, and I sprinkled some homemade taco seasoning into the pot as well because we're going for that Mexican flair. Okay, so we're gonna strain off the liquid and put the beans into our bowl. If you were about to serve this immediately, you could run the beans and the quinoa under cold water, but because I have time to stick this in the fridge, I'm just going to do that. Okay, on top of our hot beans, we're going to add some chopped cilantro as well as some chopped green onion. And if you can tolerate corn, you can add some frozen defrosted corn and or fresh corn that you've cut off of the cob. This corn was frozen and I ran it under hot water for a few minutes and then strained it, ran it under hot water, strained it a few times so that the corn wouldn't be fully frozen. Now you could pop your corn in the microwave on your defrost setting to actually cook it. Some of the frozen vegetable bags have that option of steaming in the bag. We have gotten rid of our microwave, and I'll link that reason up here. So I just went ahead and defrosted them the good old-fashioned way. You really could cook them as well if you wanted to on the stove. So let's go ahead and add these into our salad. And the quinoa, it definitely puffs up into the pan, so we're not going to add all of it. I'll probably do about half. Let's go ahead and mix this together now. Some other fun options to add to this would be jalapenos or your favorite pepper. You could add some chopped up avocado, chopped tomato, cucumber, a few other vegetables that are your favorite, or if you have those on hand. I actually am out of all of those things. So we're just gonna go with this. All right, then you'll want to put it in the fridge for several hours till it's nice and cool. And voila, there's a fabulous side for your dinner. We're gonna be having this alongside chicken that is stuffed with jalapenos and bacon and cheddar cheese, because I don't know, can you get enough bacon? Anyway, I hope you enjoy this recipe. Make sure you give it a thumbs up below. And if you try the recipe, let me know in the comments how it turned out, or if your family liked it, and give it a thumbs up. We'll see you next time. Bye.
I think they are wild onions. I'm pretty sure. Voila! This is my favorite place to be all day.